Class 5, Term 2, Chapter 2, The Idol and the Whale. The story, The Idol and the Whale, is an ancient Japanese tale. It is a story of a whale who becomes jealous of a great idol. The whale believes that he himself is the biggest thing in the world, but soon he gets a competitor and he becomes jealous of the idol which was said to be the biggest thing in the world by everyone. Now let's start the lesson. The Idol and the Whale. Among the trees of Kamakura near Kyoto in Japan, there sits a great bronze idol of a forgotten god. The idol is 57 feet high and 97 feet around. His face is 8 feet long and his thumbs are 3 feet thick. The idol sits and smiles gently to himself as though he is remembering the fine days of the Middle Ages when Kamakura was the capital city and he lived in a temple instead of under the trees. The story is set in Japan in a place named Kamakura near Kyoto. So in olden days, Kamakura was a great capital city. So years ago, Kamakura was the capital city. But now it is not so. And in the forest of Kamakura, there is a great bronze idol of a forgotten god. What is bronze? What do you mean by bronze? Bronze is a metal, just like silver and gold. Bronze is also a metal. And what is the meaning of idol? Idol is a statue of a god. So this statue, this idol, the statue of the god is made of bronze. And it is said that this idol is of a forgotten god. Why? Because now nobody comes to visit the idol. That is why it is called as forgotten god. Nobody is coming to visit the idol or to worship the idol. It is in a forest and no one cares about it. But years ago, in olden days, this idol was worshipped by a lot of people. And many people from different countries came to visit and worship this idol. But now it is forgotten by everyone. That is why it is said that it is of a forgotten god. Idol is 57 feet high and 97 feet around. The idol which we are talking about is a huge one, is of big in size. Look, it is 57 feet high, isn't it? Usually the normal human beings are 6 feet tall. And this particular idol is 57 feet high. So you can imagine how big it would be, isn't it? And 97 feet around. It is very large. And his face is 8 feet long. Even his face is much bigger than that of a normal human being. His face is 8 feet long and his thumbs are 3 feet thick. Very thick, isn't it? So this is a big idol. It's a very huge one. The idol sits and smiles gently to himself as though he is remembering the fine days of the Middle Ages. So it is said that during the Middle Ages, in olden days, this particular idol was kept inside a temple. But now we don't have a temple there. It is under some trees, isn't it? Nobody is taking care of the idol. But that was not the case. In olden days, this particular idol, the statue of the god was kept inside a temple and lot of people from different countries used to come and worship the idol. And many people were there to take care of the idol. But now nobody is there to take care of it. And what happened? There is no temple also and it is living under a tree. And it is said that the idol looks like as if it is smiling and remembering the fine olden days when it was taken care of by everyone and when everybody came to visit and worship it. Now page number 39, first paragraph. In the sea near Kamakura, in those days when Kamakura was a great capital, there lived a huge whale. The whale was bigger than all the other whales and all the other sea creatures. He was the biggest thing in the sea. Other creatures might have been more beautiful or more clever or more useful, but no one was as big as a whale. And this made him feel that he was the king of all the other water creatures. So, In those days, that means years and years ago, when Kamakara was a great capital city, in the sea near Kamakura, there lived a huge whale, a very big whale. Okay, and the whale was bigger than all other living creatures in the sea. It was bigger than all other whales and it was bigger than all other living creatures of the sea, and it was the biggest thing in the sea. So in Kamakura, in the sea near Kamakura, there lived a big whale. Okay, it was bigger than all other living creatures of the sea. It was the biggest one in the sea. So some creatures in the sea were more beautiful than this whale, and some other creatures were more clever than this whale, but no one was as big as a whale. Okay, some were more clever, some were more beautiful than this whale, but no one was as big as a whale. And what happened? This feeling that he is the biggest thing in the sea, this made him feel that he was the king of all other water creatures. He's the biggest thing in the sea, isn't it? He's the biggest living creature in the sea, and he thinks that he is the king of the sea. He is the king of all other water creatures. Now, page number 39, second paragraph. One day, some fishermen were gossiping about the big statue in Kamakara. They spoke of the scores of pilgrims who came to see the idol, which was the biggest thing in the world. A little busybody of a fish heard this and told the whale. So, one fine day, some fishermen were fishing near the coast of Kamakara, and they were they were talking to each other about a big statue which is kept in Kamakara. A big statue was installed in Kamakara, and these fishermen, they were talking a lot of things about this big statue. They spoke of scores of pilgrims who came to see the idol, and they were talking about a lot of people who came to visit this idol. Lot of people from different parts of the world are coming to see this idol and to worship it, and the fishermen were all talking about this, and they are also telling that this is the biggest thing in the world. This statue which is there in Kamakura is the biggest thing in the world. A little busybody of a fish heard this and told the whale. What do you mean by busybody? It means someone who is interested in the business of others. So a small group of fish, they were passing near the boat, and they heard the fisherman talking about this great big idol which is situated in Kamakara. Okay, they heard everything said by the fisherman, and what did they do? The group of fish, they went to whale and they informed everything what they heard about the statue to the whale. Now let's read paragraph 3 in page number 39. At first, the whale roared with laughter. He laughed so much that he made several tidal waves. Nothing could be as big as he was. But he soon became very jealous. All the pilgrims should come to see him. He brooded, he sulked. He began to think that the idol was really much bigger than he was. He dashed about the sea, blowing water spouts through his blowhole until all the other creatures became dizzy. Now, the little busybody of a fish, they went to whale and said everything what they heard from the fisherman. What did they hear from the fisherman? They heard that there was a big idol in the city of Kamakara, and lot of people from several places used to come and visit and worship this idol. So they said whatever they heard from the fisherman to the whale. At first, whale didn't believe it, and the whale laughed. Okay, and he laughed so much that he made several tidal waves. The whale is the biggest thing in the sea, isn't it? And when the whale laughed, what happened? It made lot of tidal waves. It made lot of waves. Nothing could be as big as he was, but he soon became very jealous. And he said that all the pilgrims should come and visit him because he is the biggest thing in the world. Okay, so the whale thought that he is the biggest thing in the world. But now the fishes are telling that something other is there in the land which is bigger than this whale. And they are telling that idol is the biggest thing in the world. Now the whale became very jealous. He became very jealous, and he is telling that nothing could be as big as I am, and all the pilgrims should come and visit me, not the idol, because I am the biggest thing in the world. Okay, and he is telling that everyone should come and visit me, not the idol. He began to think that the idol was really much bigger than he was. So when the fishes came and told that the idol is biggest thing in the world, actually the whale didn't believe it first. But now he is also thinking that the idol was really much bigger than he was. And he became so angry, and he became so sad, he became so upset. What did he do? He dashed about the sea, blowing water spouts through his blowhole. The whales, they used to blow the water out through their blowhole, isn't it? And the whale was so upset, and he dashed about the sea, and he was blowing out water through his blowhole, and it made all other creatures dizzy.